Alright, this is residential blueprints symbols. We're going to go over that and look at a little bit of a blueprint over here and see what we can pick out. Alright. On this first one right here, you see fluorescent light. And the second one too. There's the only difference between these two is the R. That R stands for recessed. So when we click over here, we have two fluorescent lights right here. Now to see the symbols may be just a little bit different on here than they are in our paper here. That's just the difference in two different architects, two different engineers. They're going to vary from time to time. Everybody's got their own little style or twist. To me, this is showing me that they want a 2x2 lay-in light, where this is a little bit more elongated, more like a 2x4 lay-in light. That's the only two differences you could look at on that. We're kind of getting away from the fluorescent light, so a lot of these now are starting to say LED light, and you can get the same styles in LED as you can fluorescent. Okay. All right, then you got a power panel. We did not show a power panel on this particular drawing. It's just not on here, I don't believe. Nope. But most of the time, we like to put the power panel over here in the garage or in the laundry room, like on this wall right here would be a great place for it. If you put it in this part of the garage, everything has to go overhead. I've seen many contractors do that over the years. I like to put my power panel right here on this wall where there's crawl space here. I can get back to it if I need to add. It's on a part of the building that nobody really sees. It's in the garage or in the laundry room, right in here, either way. And as you see that, there's another fluorescent light hanging out right there in the laundry room. Okay. This is a bare bulb fluorescent light. That's like a shop light. A clock outlet. You don't see a lot of those anymore. It was big for a little while. Commercial buildings, you still see it. Junction box. This means if you see this on a print, and there's not one over here on this other print, but they may draw one in here, like under the floor right here, may say a junction box, and they may have a wire that they won't run over here and just sit in here in case they ever add a floor box or something. That's a very big possibility. I've seen that a lot of times on a set of prints. We'll go back. Motion detector flood. They don't even have floodlights on this house. They just got outside lights on it out here. They don't show a flood. But a motion detector flood is if you're walking around the house, it comes on. Recessed can light. Notice how both of these are kind of round. But if you look on our print right here, these are square, but these are more than likely going to be can lights above that fireplace. I'm not seeing anywhere else on here, but you can see how they have an R on them for recess. This is the two bulb floodlight. This is just a regular floodlight. This ain't motion. This will be on a switch from somewhere. I'll show you how to see that in a minute. This is a weatherproof receptacle. We show a weatherproof receptacle right here. This is a post light controlled by a switch near the front door. So this is outside. This is actually a weatherproof GFCI because it is outdoor. Here's another one right here. There's one at the back door that's weatherproof GFI. Okay. All the outside receptacles are going to show. There's one right there on the back. all they're going to show is a weatherproof receptacle. They got to be weatherproof outdoors. We're going to come up here. We didn't see the power panel. We didn't see a ground symbol on our drawings. We won't see a motor more than likely. The only motor, there is a recessed can light right there. I missed it over the stove. The sink. If there was anything on here about a motor, it would probably be the disposal right here, or maybe a swimming pool in the backyard. I'm not seeing anything on those, but that would be a possibility where you could see this motor place. Speakers, we do sound systems. Notice how the speaker is round. That's a big difference, because we have on our prints an S that is not round. That is a smoke detector. If it's round with an S, it's a speaker. There are also some blueprints that do have the smoke detectors just round, but they all try to do something a little different. The speaker systems went out of style for a little while. They're kind of coming back with all this new technology. These are generic symbols: power factor, watt hour meter. These are just meters that they want installed sometimes. Amp meter, voltmeter, these will be on the meter. All these will be on the meter base if they want them put in. This wire is concealed. This is wiring in the floor. There's no real difference because it's concealed either way. This is a vapor discharge light. Dotted line is a switch leg. That's not always going to be. If you look over here, our switch legs are solid lines. And they did solid lines for all their stuff. They're concealed, so that's why they did that. But our switch legs go from the switch to the lights to let you know that that switch connects to the light, and it's not dotted. Some prints are and some are not. That goes back to according to what architect and engineer drew this. But these are the universal symbols that are used majority of the time. Quad receptacle, that means there's two duplexes. This is a home run circuit. That means if you got a circuit that goes from the first breaker in the panel out, this is your home run for it. A home run 2-branch circuit, that means there's 2 home runs in there. If somebody pulled a 12-3 and shared a neutral, the black is circuit 1, the red is circuit 3 or 2, according to how your panel is labeled. Then you have a home run with 2-branch circuits. This is a 3-wire with a ground, so you got black, red, white, and then that little bitty mark right there represents the ground. You got single pole switch, double pole switch, batteries, 3-way switch has got the 3, a directional lamp. A directional lamp means that lamp is going to point out that way on that light fixture. A pull switch. This used to be put in the closets all the time. A little pull chain light or pull chain switch. We're kind of getting away from those according to code. 4-way switch. And the transformer pad for this will be for your underground service feeding in the house. Single receptacle. A lot of times if you're going to put something somewhere like a air conditioner, window unit or something, you'll run a single receptacle where nobody else plugs anything else into it. A switch with a pilot light. A lot of people like to do this in their kids' rooms or a hallway or a real dark area in the house. It'll be a switch that lights up where you can find it in the dark. There's some that light up when you turn them on also to let you know that it's on. It can be either or. There's 2 different ways to do that one. This is a wire that's turned up. It's got the circle with hollow. This one right here is a wire turned down. It's blacked in right there. It's filled in. These wires are not connected. Now I draw these a little different. I do a little jump over right there to show they're not connected. Weatherproof switch just means it's got a weatherproof cover and it can be outdoors. Duplex receptacle is a normal receptacle. Triplex receptacle means you got 3 receptacles. A split circuit receptacle means half of it comes from one circuit and half comes from the other, or half of it is switched and half of it is hot all the time. A lot of older houses have these in there for lamps around the outside of the living room wall. It's a dimmer switch. Switch is low voltage. That means there's no power coming to it. It wants to use a 12 volts or 24 volts, maybe like a doorbell. Circuit breaker. In-floor receptacle. Another switch that's a low voltage, that's a master switch, cuts on multiple things. Transformer, possibly a doorbell transformer. Fire alarm. Heating or AC. Fuse. Generator. Wires are connected. There's a point right there. See the dot in the middle. Range hood. Garbage disposal. These are specialty plugs. That's why they got the circle with the triangle. Quad. Be 4 places to plug in. So it'll be 2 duplexes. Dishwasher, heat pump, these are specialties. A lot of your heat pumps are hardwired now. Clothes dryer, we'll jump on down right there too. And air conditioner, they're all specialty. Telephone, that's the inside line, that means it stays in the building. This is the outside line, it goes out. That's a bell, a television box. This is where your cable comes in. Smoke detectors, see that right there? That was the one I was talking about. It's almost a circle, but it's got an SD in it. And then you got the one with the sides on it. Incandescent light. Motor starter coil up here, auxiliary fans. Incandescent wall lights. This little jotted line with the line right here, that's your wall light. This one means the light's shining down. This one's the light shining out. This one's shining in all directions, probably up and down. Data, it's not a telephone, but it's internet, like an Ethernet. Chime for your doorbell, push button for your doorbell, a buzzard, thermostat, lighting control panel or lighting panel, your range, air conditioner and clothes dryer. And over here, I went through them real quick, but we can point some of these out. This is the H, that's a heat detector. Here's your smoke detector right there. So you can see all your smokes throughout the house. Now, your bedroom over here has an S and a C. This is a smoke and carbon. It can be the same device as long as it's smoke and carbon, but outside each bedroom has to be a smoke and a carbon. Okay, let's go back to the garage area. Alright, so we got some specialty plugs here. Dryer, evaporator, EV, I think not quite sure what the EV stands for, but it's a specialty optional. There's a switch to the attic, turn the attic lights on. Outlet for your garage door. Here's some lights across here. You got your push button for your doorbell. These are wall mounted lights that shine kind of down. You can see all your normal receptacles in here. Now, you get around this bathroom, you got this little fan here, that's your exhaust fan. You got your light above there and your GFCI on the side of your counter. You can see your switches, you got single poles, just has nothing but an S. That one's got a 3 for a 3-way. it bounces over here to this three-way and then comes back to your light. That single pole switch just goes straight to these two. Go in here, some more switching. Now this three-way to this outside, if I come out this door, I can turn that light right there on. And if I come out this door, I can turn the light on right there. There's a split receptacles in this living room. They go back to this four-way switch, so I can cut these lamps on the top, and then the bottom's hot all the time, or vice versa. So they got lamps all the way around this living room where I can cut them on and off. If you notice, there's only one overhead light right here. It looks like some kind of track lighting. Yep, it's track lighting with 9 lamp holders. And that track lighting shines on the walls or the ceiling or something just for accent lighting, and your lights come from your lamps. That's not big in style anymore. It was mostly the 70s and early 80s, but some people still do it. Got your ceiling fans in your 3 bedrooms. You got more split receptacles in here. Now, this switch right here with the F, that goes to your fan, and this other switch will go to your light on your fan. The switch 3-way is for your receptacles for your lamps. There's your triangle right there filled in for your telephone. There's your TV box, TV mount on the wall right here. Got your switches for your lights in your closet, incandescent lights in the closet. Smoke detector inside the bedrooms. Well, remember, smoke carbon outside. Here's your TV for the study or a bedroom, another bedroom or study, either way. Entryway, there's your other push button for your doorbell. Lights going up and down the stairs. The biggest 2 areas we have to worry about is the kitchen and the laundry room with all the specialty plugs, because you got your dryer, your washer, your stove right there. You got the hood above the stove. That's what that other little symbol is. So you got a vent hood. Got the disposal, got the dishwasher, refrigerator. I always put my refrigerators on its own circuit, so that's what that would tell me, is that needs a circuit. Then you got 2 small appliance circuits for the kitchen. Well, the refrigerator can be one, but I like to do a refrigerator on a dedicated circuit, and then I would do a circuit here, and then I would do a circuit over here. You got the oven and the range here. So maybe this plug and these plugs on a circuit, refrigerator circuit, the island on a circuit, and you're overkilled a little bit, but you never have to worry about a bunch of trip breakers. And you notice they don't really draw these in saying that you got to wire these plugs a certain way. The only reason they do these is because they're on a switch. Alright, that's the basic blueprint reading on a residential building. Thank you.